In the previous episode, we traversed a Terralive landscape in search of a place to call home. We raided villages, we found some wildlife, and then we finally moved in to this here boulder that we hollowed out and turned into our little starter house. And it's good, it's been working, it's a nice little addition, but we need to build ourselves a workshop because we don't have space for any create items. So what we're going to do in this episode is go do some mining, find some other biomes so we can get all the trees, and then just build the perfect workshop. Well, I crafted up some tools, got some armor going, and we chuck all of those on. And I'm just going to go find a little entrance to a cave, and we do some mining. And it's very vanilla, so I'm not going to drag you guys along on all of it. But whenever I find something interesting, I will surely bring you guys in. Okay, so right over here, we found a structure. And I do believe these structures are from the create mod. Just make sure there's nothing here. Yeah, there's no mobs. Well, I do hear something, but let's open these and, okay, copper's good. I'll take all of this, it's fine. Those have nothing in. That's a book. Iron sword. I'll take all of that as well. 2 diamond ore. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. An enchanted sword. I'm going to use that for a bit because that's good. Okay, cool. So that was a really neat find, and I'm going to grab these as well. Oh, frick, that freaked me out. That's a cockroach. That freaked me out so bad. Okay, so here's another structure that we just found, so let's just drop in on that. I just casually drop in. I don't know when I'm making a mistake or anything. Let's just see. Ooh, that's dangerous. I don't see anything around, so let's just grab these. It's not bad. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. What the hell is that? No, 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 no. What the freak is that? Oh, I don't know. So that's a millipede, and that is something I don't just find disgusting in this game, but I really despise them in real life because they really gross me out. How does one get rid of that? And are they not poisonous? Oh, that is so disgusting. Like I've got proper goosebumps from this thing. Oh, it fell down. Because hopefully that can't get back up here. Oh, there's diamonds down there. So not worth it. I want to get to this building and get out. Get to this building, 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 get out. See, what's that sound? That sound is freaking me out. Okay, cool. I think we're safe-ish in here. I don't see any way for anything to get in. So, let's maybe loot this. Any diamonds would be appreciated because then I can get out of the mines because I am currently not enjoying the mining with Alex's mobs. There's some terrifying stuff down here. Got some iron. Potato recovery, some more iron, and a power book. Let's just chuck all of this in there. Whoop, there we go. 3 diamonds and respiration. I'll take that. And a diamond pick. Okay, That's good. That's good. Oh, there's another one. Some more iron. And then we can mine all of the iron over here. So that is good news. Still terrified though. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and mine straight up. Because I'm really not enjoying the sound of whatever's chasing me or wants to chase me. So I'm going to just do that. We've had quite the successful mining trip and gathered quite a lot of resources, and we even managed to find some structures with some diamonds in them, which is fantastic. But now I would like to go on an adventure to find some of the wood types we're still missing, because we're going to need some of those for builds. And I think the easiest way to cut down those trees will be with a mechanical saw, so we're going to have to make that. So just to be sure, we've got a hand crank we found in a little village, so we're going to first need to make some andesite alloy, which is just literally those two with some zinc ingots. And there we go, we've got 14 andesite alloy, which is fine, that's a start. And then we need to make a mechanical saw, but for that we need some iron sheets, and for iron sheets we need the mechanical press. So we need to make a mechanical press and a depot, and for all of those, andesite casing. So let's start with those. So andesite casing, you need to strip logs. So I've got 8 stripped logs here, and we're just going to place them down, and you just literally right click with your andesite alloy and you get yourself some andesite casings, which is the first step. The second step is we're going to need a bunch of iron, so let's grab some of that. And I do believe for the depot we're going to use just another andesite alloy on an andesite casing, so we just do that, and that is our depot. And for the press we're going to need an iron block and a shaft. So we've got one that we found in a chest, but if you're not sure how to make a shaft, it's literally just 2 pieces of andesite alloy and that will give you a shaft. But now we'll also need an iron block, and for that we're going to just do, I do believe, what was the recipe, like that. And then we've got the press. Now we've got the press to make the andesite, the iron plates with. And I think for now, let's maybe rip this out. And we just put that down. And on top of that, we just do, no, the press. Oh, that's one too low. The press over there. And then for the saw, we needed 3 iron plates. So I'm just going to chuck 1, 2, 3 iron plates on there. We're going to grab our crank, put it on there, and we're just going to basically do this 3 times so we can get our sheets. And there we go. We've got 3 iron sheets, and now we can look into making our mechanical saw. And now we have that. And a mechanical saw is amazing. Let me quickly grab a tree. So here we've got a tree, and if we want to cut this down, all we do is shift click to place the mechanical saw so it faces the tree. We put on a hand crank and we just turn this, and you'll see it slowly starts to break, and then it will break the whole tree in the line your saw was facing, and will drop your saplings and everything. So let's see that real quick again, just like that. Turn, break. Isn't that fantastic? So with that build, we almost ready to go on our next adventure. And the next thing we need is another mod we added to the pack, and it's the nature's compass. In this barrel, we have a compass that we found in one of the villages. And with the newly acquired saplings and spruce logs we got from harvesting those trees, we can literally put the saplings and the trees together, and we get ourselves a nature's compass. And how this works is if we right click, it opens a menu and we can say dark forest, and if I click on that and say start search, it will tell us the closest one is 1,242 blocks away. So that means sleep and adventure. So not only did we find the dark oak forest, but we also found a woodland mansion, which I'm not going to be attempting in this episode. We'll maybe do that next. But let's first grab some of those dark oak trees. quite some time has passed since our little adventure, and what I did during that time was grow a bunch of trees up there for a project, and I cleared out this area, smoothed out the terrain a little bit, and just made it look a lot better. I also fixed this waterfall, and this waterfall is what we're going to use to power our first little build. But what I want to do before we do any of that is create 2 of the chipped workbenches. We got our 2 crafting benches, so let's head on over to the project site, and we are going to build, like I mentioned, where that waterfall is, and this build will be our little starter workshop, I kind of want to say. So it will be also a bigger storage room because we are already running out of space in regards to storage. So I think what I'm going to do is let's plonk these benches down over here so they're not in the way. And then also let's take off our backpack because we've got a bunch of the materials in there. And the first thing I want to do is maybe clear up this area and install the water wheels that's going to power the whole area. So to install the water wheel, we need to make a water wheel. And to make a water wheel, we just put a shaft in the center and surrounded by planks. And we have a water wheel, but we want to do 2 of these. So like that. And this is a small water wheel. And to enlarge that, we just put the water wheel back and surrounded by planks again. And now we have a big water wheel, which is the one we really want to work with. And I think what we need to do is maybe place down where we want it to turn. So I actually want this piece of water to turn it and the rest down here to be still standing water. So let's see if that is high enough. Yeah, that should work. I wonder what it's going to look like if we go down one. No. Okay, well, we go fetch that one just now. Maybe here. But now the question is, will it stop spinning if all of this is fixed water? Yeah, see, now it stops spinning. Okay, so we're going to have to lift it at least 1 block. So the water wheels are in. I did create a little pond. It doesn't look like much at the moment, and it will have a little stream running down. But we'll get to that. But the next thing I want to do is insert the platform, because I want to build the structure on a platform, and these are more or less the blocks I'm going to go for. Let's just get them in order. So it will be all these stone variants by chipped. And are these 2 actually the same? No, that's the rough one. This is the cobbled one. So we'll just line this out, this platform, with this little texture, and we're going to go out this way and that way. And I'm thinking I might do one on the side as well. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. So let's quickly do a little build montage. So I changed up this area, I lowered the terrain a bit so this stands out a bit more, it just looks a bit better. And then I also laid out what I think the footprint of the build should look like. And I think then it will just be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I want to use these nailed spruce textures. For the roof, a cut variant should look nice. Let's just line this out so we have something to place against. And then this little roof over here, I want it to be like a little lean-to roof. Like this. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. And then with this cut variant roof, we're going to just do the trims of all the roofs of this little lean-to roof and the big pitched roof up there. And with everything in front of us, we've got most of the framing done for this build. And I think it's time we fill in the empty spaces with walls, floors, and roofs. So the workshop and the starter storage is starting to look like something, but it still lacks a lot of detail. And I also left out this roof over here to demonstrate what we're going to do in regards to detail. And we're going to use another mod called framed. So framed blocks are basically these blank little blocks. And what you can do is you can take a material and right click on them and create that block in that material. So there we have stripped staircases, and that's what I'm going to do to this roof. I'm going to build the roof up, and instead of just using planks, we'll be able to use stripped slabs and so forth. Now, another neat little trick is if you have your material in the offhand and your framed block in the other hand, you can just go ahead and click, and it will automatically apply these materials to the blocks, which is fantastic. So it makes it quite easier to use, and yeah, it's just good. I ran out of materials, but let me get this roof done. So now that we've got the roofs in and we've got some of the interiors labeled where we want machines to go, we need to look into getting the power from over here all the way into this build. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to link it with a bunch of cogs, trying to speed up this little speed and then just feed it into the build. So the power's been sped up using the big cog to a small cog technique, and then it just goes into the building on this side, and on this side we're using the encased chain drives, and that just transfers power into this area. So we've got a power point over here, which I'm going to use for a grindstone, and on this point we have to add other machines. So I did label them. So we've got grindstone, we've got a slicer, and we're going to have the mixer in this area, and in this side we'll have the press and the poker. So instead of me now going through every single one of the machines individually, let me get them all in and then I'll bring you guys back. Well, we have the power in. It took some time fiddling around with all the different components to get the power to all the needed spaces, but over here we've got a little grindstone. So input at the top, output over here. Basically it just does what it says. It grinds. And then over here we're going to have our little mixer, which we're going to use to make brass. We do need a blaze burner, but for a blaze burner we need to go to the nether, and to go to the nether we need to go on an adventure, which is not this episode. No. If we come on this side, we have a slicer. This is going to help us with all the, I believe, the farmer's delight type of things, and it will just basically, you chuck meat on there, it will slice it, and then we can use that to cook stuff and so forth. It was in the corner first, but due to rotation and the way things were turning, it was turning the wrong way, so we had to move it, but that's all good. Over on this side, we've got a little workspace, which we're not doing any work in currently, as you can see, because it's empty. And then over here, we've got our little press where we can press our sheet. And over here, I want to put in a poker, but for a poker, we need a bunch more items that we will address in the next episode. But if we head up here to our storage room, we've got a bunch of empty storage drawers that we can start filling up, adding everything where we want it and so forth. And over here is something special we need, and that is a drawer controller. But for a drawer controller, again, we need to go to the nether, and I don't think we're going to do it this episode. And we just crossed the river so we can see what this place looks like with shaders on, and it looks fantastic. I'm really loving this first little build we did, and I'm excited to see this area expand. And I don't know which side we'll go to first, but we're going to expand, and we're going to expand a lot. But again, sadly, this will be it for this episode. It looks like I'm talking on a microphone. It's like I'm interviewing you guys, the viewers, and I want to find out, did you enjoy this video? If so, head on down to the comments and leave a comment there stating that you liked the video and what you liked about it. And please do subscribe. I really appreciate it a lot, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.